Oh, this is so bad. Look, they've even got Caution and Mundane Life in the title of these banners. Hoyo's literally trying to warn you. Hey everyone, Shark here, and the new first phase banners dropped for Alhaitham and Xiao, and oh my, the 4 stars on there are really bad. I've already made a video talking about how good the 5-star characters will be in patch 3.4, so I won't rehash that here. Instead, I'll talk about the 4-star banner characters and the weapon banner. I sincerely feel really bad for anyone going for Alhaitham or Xiao because you're just going to get a bunch of crap along the way. Unless you're committed to going all the way for the 5 stars on these banners, I'm just going to tell you right now, it's a big skip. But let's give you a little more detail as to why. We'll start with Xiao. She's probably the best 4-star on the entire banner and probably a pretty decent 4-star overall. She's a Dendro healer and that can help with a lot of different team comps, specifically for characters like Nilou. Dendro is a very good element and healers are really nice and make the game a lot more comfortable. But if you really want Xiao, you can get her for free from the Lantern Rite event, so there's really no point to wish for her on this banner. Especially when the other characters are Yunjin and Xinyan. Yunjin is a normal attack buffing Geo character who has a bunch of energy problems and is not really that good on a lot of different teams outside of very specific ones with like Yoimiya or Ayato. And Xinyan is a pyro shielding physical DPS that isn't really good at anything. In fact, I think her shield is still bugged and it has been for like over a year. What's even worse is that with the exception of maybe Xiao, none of these characters work with the 5 stars on the rate-up banner either. Yunjin's normal attack buffs don't do anything for Xiao. Xinyan's shield isn't good enough for Xiao. And if you want to run Alhaitham, you're definitely not going to want to run him with Yunjin or Xinyan either. This might be the worst banner I've ever seen. I mean, it even has Caution and Mundane Life in the title for both of these banners. Look, they're even highlighted here. Hoyo is actually telling you how bad they are and that you probably shouldn't wish on these banners. So if you're a newer player, just don't wish on these. They're awful. And there definitely will be better banners in the future. But if you really love these characters and want constellations of them and are fine going for either Xiao or Alhaitham, I guess you could wish, but for most people, this is just the biggest trap I've ever seen. And speaking of giant traps, let's look at the weapon banner and see if that's still the same. And here we've got Alhaitham's weapon, Jade Spear, Sack Bow, Flute, Lithic Spear, Rain Slasher, and Widsith. This banner is actually pretty much like the other banners. The 5 stars are pretty good and the 4 stars are not. The 5 stars are very good, but you're going to have to go through a lot of Rain Slashers and Flutes to get there. The Widsith, however, is very good and it's an extremely good catalyst with refinements. The Sacrificial Bow is also not bad, though Favonius is typically a little bit more useful. The Lithic Spear is really interesting, but you typically don't get the most use out of it because there's very few teams that use all leeway characters. Except for maybe Hu Tao with a Hu Tao, Zhongli, Yolan, Xingqiu team, then you could get the full use out of it for Hu Tao, but beyond that, there's not really a team that wants to use a Lithic Spear. So I'd say skip this banner too. The Widsith is the best 4-star on this banner, but your chances of getting it are way harder than they are in a character event banner because the characters have 3 rate up 5 stars, but there's 5 rate up weapons on a weapon banner. And of course you can always get weapons or characters that are not on the rate up banner either. So now that that's out of the way, I just want to take the time to apologize to the Alhaitham or Xiao wanters because I know Hoyo isn't going to. For those of you who want Alhaitham or Xiao or who have already decided you're going for them, I'm really sorry because these are some of the worst banners I've ever seen. And you definitely deserve better than that. If you do end up going for Alhaitham or Xiao, I hope you get them really early because otherwise it kind of feels to me like you're throwing your Primo Gems in a dumpster fire. I wish you the absolute best of luck because Hoyo is definitely not making this easy. Again, you live your best life, but I highly recommend that you skip all of these banners and just save your Primo Gems entirely. If you are interested in Alhaitham testing, make sure you like this video and sub to the channel because we'll definitely be testing his overall strength when the 3.4 servers become live. I love you all, have a wonderful day, stay jawsome, and I can't wait to see you in the next one.